Hey, what's up, party people? Just coming out of No Shave November. Looking kind of scruffy, but that's okay. Doesn't hurt or doesn't help at all that I've been studying for this LSAT. So, for those of you that don't know, I want you to follow me along on this journey. About a year ago, kind of took a step back from full time ministry. Ran into some disappointing situations, to say the least. We're going to continue to pray for the church universal. We got to be better than the world. But nevertheless, need I digress? I've actually started studying for this LSAT. I took a year off again. I really wanted to hear from God. I needed to hear clearly because I was seeing too many similarities uh, in the church and the world, which makes sense because people that are in the world are going to the church. But I think those of us that are in church and leadership positions have got to be real about that we are human, and sometimes that humanness seeps into ministry, and it can really leave a sour taste in people's mouths. So, over the last year, I've really just been praying, just seeking God, being faithful to church, and the Lord really, over many different situations and circumstances, really spoke to me about my desire and goal to be an attorney. That's always been my dream from the time I've been a young man. But oftentimes, um, in the African American community, if you're well spoken, then that means that you're a preacher. And nothing wrong with that because we need all the eloquent men and women of God in our pulpits. But one of the things that the Lord impressed upon me on is that we can minister to the spiritual man all day long, but when there's 80% of African American males or 80% of the prison population consists of African American males, then that means that we're missing a very valuable demographic. Not only do they need the spiritual needs met, but there are some fleshly needs that need to be considered. In essence, you have men and women that are in prison right now that did not commit the crime. And I know you hear it all the time, but it's true because we deal with a very unequitable justice system. And, it just keeps pressing upon my heart. I see so many young men being gunned down or just falsely accused for things, or there are individuals that are in prison for misdemeanors that end up spending several years because they may not be able to get the money to pay their bail. Whatever the case, I feel as if part of my ministry has to move beyond just the pulpit, and I have a real goal and desire to become an attorney. I think we need more men and women, and I won't apologize. We need more men that are praying in these courtrooms that understand what it means to be set apart, to understand what it means to be discriminated, to understand what it means that when an officer pulls you over, you're just not sure how it's going to turn out, regardless if you've committed a crime or not. So, over the last month and a half or so, I've been studying for the LSAT. I've been doing kind of sort of good. It's a very difficult test. I'm going to share this journey with you all. I have a host of books that I have been studying in. I've kind of hit a wall to where my motivation is I'm hitting the wall. I take the test on January 26th. So I'm going to be giving you an update every week on the progress that I'm making. My goal is to get a 165 on this exam. That would open up the doors of opportunities and scholarships. Keep your boy in your prayers. Much love and peace.